Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. Today's video, we are doing a fun perfume tag, the Ultimate Flex perfume tag. This was created by the beautiful Sharita here on YouTube, and this is so much fun. I love doing tag videos. The idea of this tag is to pick out the ultimate perfume from each house. You know, what is the perfume that just really stands out from the house? These are all houses that I have tried several of the fragrances. It's not like I only tried one and then that's the Ultimate Flex perfume, right? So if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Jackie. On this channel, we mostly talk about perfumes. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then I would love if you would consider subscribing. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I truly appreciate you. If you're interested in seeing my picks for this tag video, then just keep on watching. Okay, first up, we have a house that I like, but they are uber expensive. And in order for me to pay that amount of money for a perfume, they've got to be absolute bangers. And so far, I've only found one that I found to be worth the actual price. This is from the house of Mind Games, and this is French Defense. This is absolutely stunning. So like I said, I've tried multiple from this house. There's one other one that I'm considering getting a full bottle of, the Forward. That one I have a decant of. I'm really liking it a lot, but I'll have to keep you posted on if I'm going to get a full bottle of it or not. But this one was an immediate love at first sniff. I had a sample of it and I could not. No, I actually had a 10 ml decant. A subscriber sent me a 10 ml travel spray of this fragrance and I burned through it like nothing. And I remember when I got it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's so good. I'm going to have to get it. And I ended up, I believe I asked my husband to get it for me for my anniversary or for my birthday. I can't remember. I think it was my anniversary. I was willing to pay the price for this fragrance because this is not your typical cherry fragrance. I know we all need another cherry fragrance like we need a hole in the head, but this is not just another cherry fragrance. This is special. This is a black cherry, a deep, dark black cherry. It's very ambery, it's very warm, and I get this almost like this boozy feel from it. There's no boozy notes listed, I don't believe, in the notes, but this is a just ambery, warm, boozy, dark, black, rich cherry fragrance that has a woody base. I believe there's cedar in the base and maybe I think it says blonde woods in the notes as well. And I do pick up a smooth, ambery, warm woodiness to the base that just goes so perfectly with the cherry. I believe there's some florals in the mid as well, and it's so good. It's so good. This perfume is special to me. I wore this at my closing when I bought my house. I just recently purchased a house, and when we went to go close, I had to have a special perfume, and this was it. And I absolutely love it. This is definitely the standout, the ultimate flex from the house for me, and I think it's fantastic. Plus, I really like these bottles. I always tell you guys that. The bottles are just fun. I love that they're chest pieces. I don't know why, that really just appeals to me for some reason. And this fragrance is totally worth the price in my opinion. So this is by the House of Mind Games French Defense. Okay, this next one is from a house that I seem to kind of struggle with a little bit. There are a few of the fragrances that I like, but then there are some that they're just too much for me. I'm a gourmand lover, and this house has a lot of gourmands, but a lot of the times the gourmands are just like way too much for even me. And I'm a gourmand sweet person. But this is the house of Theodorus Calatinus. The ultimate flex perfume for me was Creme Brule. I actually blind bought this fragrance, which was kind of risky because I don't typically get along with this house very well. Like I said, there are a few that I do like from the house, but this is the only one that I own. And this was one of the most successful blind buys of the year. So I love this fragrance. This is everything that I wanted it to be. And for me, the name Creme Brulee doesn't really fit the scent. This doesn't really smell like creme brulee to me. This smells like a coconut cream pie to me. and I love it. There's notes of coconut in here. I think there's some lactonic notes. Like there might be some whipped cream in here, I think. This is just heaven in a bottle. It smells so good. If you like a good gourmand coconut, this is definitely it. Now, some people are getting like a burnt sugar creme brulee feel, and I've heard some people say they don't get a lot of coconut in here, and that's just how it goes sometimes with fragrances. I mean, people just interpret scents differently, but for me, the coconut is front and center. And mixed with that whipped creamy feel, it's pie-like. It's like a pie-like consistency on my skin. When I first spray it, it doesn't smell like pie. It smells like really, really sweet coconut syrup, but as it dries down and warms up on my skin, it turns into this heavenly coconut cream pie. That's what it smells like. I get good performance out of it, and it's not so thick and dense for me that it's sickening. Some of the gourmands from this house are just like over the top. They're even too sickening sweet for me. This makes me hungry. This actually makes me crave coconut cream pie or some sort of coconutty sweet treat every time I wear it, which is probably not good for my diet, but I just enjoy this fragrance so, so much. I absolutely love it. So this is by Theodoros Kalatinas Creme Brulee. Another standout for me, this isn't going to be a surprise to anyone who watches my channel, but by the House of Kerosene, we have Unknown Pleasures. This is the best perfume from the house, hands down in my opinion. This is the one. This is the star. This is the just the absolute flex perfume for me. This is the best lemon gourmand in my opinion so far that I've tried. I've tried tons of lemon gourmands, and there are a lot that I love. I love a lot of them. I actually own a lot of them. But for me, this is the GOAT. This is the one to rule them all. I'm watching Lord of the Rings right now, so forgive my extreme nerdiness. Back to this fragrance. This is caramel and lemon, and it has an Earl Grey tea note in it, which I really find to be super important in this fragrance because it offsets all the sweetness, tones it down just a little bit so that it's not sickly sweet, although it is really sweet. Really, really great performance. I recently just did a masterpiece perfumes according to you, and you guys voted for this one as one of the masterpieces. And I agree with you. I think this is a masterpiece gourmand perfume. It is so good. It's so delicious. It makes me want to eat my own arm off. And the performance is outstanding. The best part is that the lemon stays throughout the entire wear of the fragrance. I think there's also honey in here, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Yeah, so the notes are lemon, caramel, vanilla, Earl Grey tea, bergamot, honey, and tonka bean. There is honey in here. Okay, I'm not going crazy. So that is by the House of Kerosene, Unknown Pleasures. All right, this next one is from a house I really don't get along with. I have tried several from this house, and there's only one that I absolutely love, and all the rest of them I actually really strongly disliked. There's one I haven't tried that I'm curious about, but I've tried a lot from this house and they just do not work for me. But this is by the House of Liquid Imaginaires. This is Blanche Bette. This is the perfume, in my opinion, of this house. I really don't have anything else like this. This is something special, and this is something unique to my collection. So this is a lactonic. I get tuberose from this fragrance. I've heard some people say that they just get like white florals. I don't know. I think there's tuberose and maybe jasmine in here, something like that. But I get tuberose. I get this lactonic tuberose feel to the fragrance with a lot of this muskiness and vanilla. It is just absolutely fantastic. It feels magical to me, like fairy tale like to me. But I will tell you, it is very, very lactonic. So if you are not someone who likes milky notes in a fragrance, this is not probably going to be for you. And this is a really polarizing scent as well. I remember doing a poll on my community tab and Instagram asking you guys what are your most hated perfumes you've ever tried, and this actually made the list. So, but there are a lot of people who love it too. I'm one that just absolutely loves Blanche Bette, but this does not work for everyone. So, not safe. I would highly recommend you test this out on your skin first before you purchase it. It's just not going to work for everybody. But for me, this is just a fantastic fragrance with amazing performance. This sucker takes me through my entire day. This is again another fragrance that I find to be better suited for me personally in cooler weather. I can't really wear this one in the heat. I know there are some people who like this in the heat, but I just can't get on with it in the heat. Here where I live, it is way too humid, and milky notes and humidity just don't go together for me. But I absolutely love this in the fall and winter. There's no coconut listed in this fragrance, but I get a coconut feel. And it's a compliment getter as well. I've gotten lots of compliments on Blanche Bette as well. So that is by Liquid Imaginaire's Blanche Bette. Okay, up next we have one from Stefan Humbert Luca. This is the only fragrance so far that I've tried from the house that I was willing to pay the price for. I've had several that I've tried from the house that I thought were really good and smelled really great. There's one, it's in the pink bottle. It's called Pink Boa. I've been tempted to get that one, but I don't want to pay full price for it. So I'm just waiting to see if I can find it on sale. If I can, then I probably will pick that one up. But this one is the one I paid full price for, and I think it's worth every single penny. This is Venom Incarnate. I love this fragrance. I am so excited to start wearing this one again. This one, again, is a cooler weather fragrance for me. This is not one, even though there's a lot of strawberry in here, I can't wear this one in the summer. It's just too much. This has wild strawberries in the opening and regular strawberries, I think. It's such a fun, sweet, fruity strawberry scent, but with a twist. It's not your typical fruity fragrance. This also has leather in here as well. And it's just a smooth leather to my nose. It's not cold, harsh leather. It doesn't smell like a leather jacket. It's just a very smooth leather fragrance. This is a sexy, sexy perfume, and I love this one. I'm super excited to wear it. The performance of this is really, really good as well, and I really love it. There's caramel in here that definitely sweetens the fragrance up, and I do pick that up, but I've had lots of people ask me if this smells like La Capitale from Xerjoff, and it does not. The notes are similar, but there are differences. So the notes in Venom Incarnate, you have wild strawberry, strawberry, caramel, blackberry, and raspberry. So there's more fruits in here than just the strawberry, but mostly I pick up strawberry. I really can't tell you that I pick up blackberry or raspberry from this fragrance. It is just overwhelmingly strawberry to me. And then there's Virginian cedar and cinnamon. I do pick up on the cinnamon, and I do pick up on the woody notes in the dry down of the fragrance. There's Russian leather. There's more caramel in the base. There's vanilla, tonka bean, patchouli, and balsam fir. That leather and the patchouli definitely make sense in this fragrance, but it's all smooth. It's very, very smooth and very, very easy to digest, in my opinion. So this is by Stefan Humbert Luca, Venom Incarnate. Okay, up next we have a designer fragrance from a designer house that I just cannot seem to get on board with, except for this fragrance, which blew me away. This is by Narciso Rodriguez, and this is Musk Noir Rose for Her. This fragrance is the only Narciso Rodriguez that I have in my collection because most of the time I cannot get along with the musk. There's something about the musk, but in here the musk is so phenomenal. It's so good to my nose. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is very feminine and it's so addictive for me. I really find this fragrance to be addictive. Every time I wear it, I just keep wanting to go in and sniff myself some more. You know, I just want to smell myself all day long. Whenever I wear this fragrance, it's extremely, extremely enjoyable for me. So I love, love the plum that's in this fragrance. I'm very picky about plum. Plum has to be done a certain kind of way because if it's overdone, it smells rotten to my nose. But this is just perfection. That plum mixed with the rose, mixed with the beautiful, beautiful, clean smelling musk that's in here is so addicting and so fantastic. And I actually pulled this out and wore it the other day, and the performance has gotten so much better. I actually could smell this on me the entire day. When I first got this fragrance, the performance wasn't great, if I remember correctly, but it has gotten better. And I can smell this on me. I know other people can smell this on me because this is a compliment getter. So I'm a huge fan of this one. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose for Her. All right, up next we have another designer. This is from Viktor and Roth, and this is Flower Bomb Nectar. This is the ultimate flex perfume from this entire house, in my opinion. I like a lot of Viktor and Rolf's offerings. I like most of the flower bombs. I actually owned Flower Bomb for a while and I really still enjoy it, but I actually ended up decluttering that one because I have Argos's Perfume, which is a more elevated version, I feel like, of that fragrance. And I was just constantly reaching for Perfume over Flower Bomb, but nothing can replace Flower Bomb Nectar for me, which is funny because I don't think a lot of people talk about Nectar, but I don't know why, because this is so, so good. Nectar is the best from the house, in my opinion. It's super unique. This is not your typical designer fragrance that you've smelled a bazillion other times. No, this is unique. It has gunpowder in here, and I'm sorry, but you just don't see that a whole lot. I'm not saying that there are no other fragrances with gunpowder in it, but it's not a typical no, especially in the designer world, you know? So there's gunpowder, cassis, bergamot, orange blossom, osmanthus, and jasmine. It does have that flower bomb DNA to it for sure, but this has, it's more unique, it's sweet, and it's really, really strong. It is a powerhouse of a fragrance. The base, you have vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and patchouli. Again, the patchouli is here for sure, but it is a smooth, clean, warm smelling patchouli, not an earthy, dirty patchouli in any way to my nose. This is just so feminine and sweet and strong and unique and fun and sexy all at the same time. I mean, what an amazing fragrance that people do not talk about enough. I don't need a lot of sprays of this because it is such a strong fragrance. And this is one that I really only want to wear in cold weather because it's sweet and strong. It's definitely not one I can get away with wearing in summertime, but I'm really excited to pull this one out and wear it once the weather gets a little cooler. Yes, this is my ultimate like sexy date night fragrance for cold weather for sure. And just my absolute favorite from the house. So this is by Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Nectar. The ultimate flex perfume from the house of Tamine for me is Peregrina. This perfume is one of my all-time favorite rose scents in my collection. This is so, so good. And I have tried so many from this house that I just can't get on with this house. I have tried Blue Heart. I've tried several from the house at this point. I've had samples of, and Peregrina is the only one that just knocked my socks off. Blue Heart actually, I know some people love Blue Heart, but I cannot get on with Blue Heart. Blue Heart smells like gasoline on me and I can't do it. But Peregrina, this is a beauty. If you are a rose fan, you really need to get your nose on this, especially if you love a warm, like ambery rose. This also has white florals in it as well. So it's not just rose, and I do pick up the white florals in this fragrance. This has a powderiness to it. Yeah, just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I love this one. I love the bottles too. These blue bottles are really, really pretty, and I love that they have the magnetic cap as well. But yeah, this is an expensive fragrance and totally worth the price in my opinion. The only one so far that I found from the house that I absolutely love. And this is definitely the ultimate flex for me. So this is by the House of Tamine, Peregrina. Okay, this next one is very, very unexpected for me. This one, I cannot believe I love this perfume the way that I do. I didn't think that I would. I've tried several from this house, and I think a lot of them are really, really good. I actually own another one from this house that I thought was full bottle worthy. And this one is the flex perfume for me. This is the one that really just like got me, and I was super shocked. So this is by the House of Benigna, and this is Worthiness. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I do not typically go for rose oud fragrances. Oud has been a note that is a big struggle for me. Although I'm coming around on oud, I have discovered that not all oud is created equal by any stretch, and there are a lot of good oud perfumes out there. It just has to be done a certain way. And really, this is the first perfume that truly, not the first perfume, I've had other perfumes like La Capitale has oud in it, and I love that fragrance. But this is the first like oud dominant fragrance that I just absolutely fell in love with. And I thought, okay, maybe I don't hate oud the way I thought I did. I just don't like that barnyard skanky oud. This perfume is so, so good. This is definitely a rose oud fragrance, but it's not your typical rose oud fragrance. So the notes in here, you have orris, oud, patchouli, vetiver, which are all notes. The orris doesn't scare me, and patchouli doesn't scare me if it's done right. It can't be an earthy, dirty kind of patchouli, but oud and vetiver sometimes don't work for me. But then there's cinnamon, vanilla, tonka bean, pimento leaf, and rose. So this does have rose in it. It has a little bit of a spicy kick to it, which I think is from the pimento leaf. I definitely pick up the cinnamon, but it's not over the top cinnamon at all. It's a sweet, easy cinnamon. It's not in your face. And then I absolutely get the oud for sure. There's no doubt there's oud in here, but it's an oud that is so smooth to my nose and not at all skanky. It's just top shelf in my opinion, just absolutely top shelf. This bottle is to die for. So, so good. They actually sent me this in PR. I did not purchase this myself. This is a very expensive bottle of perfume that was sent to me in PR. And this is a perfume I would purchase with my own money. When I go out of this, I will purchase this with my own money because this is worth it to me for sure. It is so good. It is so opulent. It is so rich. It is so luxurious feeling. And this is another one I'm super excited to wear in the cold weather. I can't wear this in the heat at all. This is not a summer perfume for me, but yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so, so good and really opened my eyes to show me that oud can be done in a way that I like. So this is from the house of Benigna, Worthiness. All right, guys, last but not least is from the house of Scents of Wood. And I've tried a few from this house, but Plum and Cognac is the best from the house, in my opinion. This is hands down the flex perfume from them. And I adore this fragrance. Another one I am super excited to wear in the fall. Have you guys noticed a theme? These are fall fragrances. These are fragrances I'm getting really, really itching to wear. Like I'm ready for fall and I'm itching to wear these fragrances. Now, not all of them are fall perfumes, but a lot of these are fragrances I cannot wear in hot weather. And this is one of them. This is so good. I love this. The only downfall to this fragrance is that it is purple and it will stain your clothes. So you have to be careful. You can't just spray this directly on your light colored clothes or you'll ruin it. I wish that wasn't the case. That's the only complaint I have. And also, well, okay, I'm lying. I have another complaint about this fragrance. I wanted it to be a little stronger than what it is. It's not bad performance, but it's only moderate. And this type of fragrance, I usually like it when it's a little stronger. That's a little tiny complaint, but I still can smell it on me. I get wafts of it, so I'm not complaining too much. But the way this smells is so, so good. I just cannot get over it. So you have plum in here, which again, the plum is done perfectly in here. It's not too much. It's not to where it smells rotten. It's just done enough that it smells sweet and ripe. And then there's rum in here, which I love. There's vanilla. There's some vetiver, I believe. There's some osmanthus in here. Basically what I get, if without looking at the notes, what I'm smelling mostly is a balsamic, fruity, boozy. I definitely get the cinnamon and vanilla, and it's really, really good for the fall. This is like a holiday feeling perfume for me for some reason. I just get in the mood for the holidays with this fragrance. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but it feels like a celebration type of fragrance. So this is by Scents of Wood, Plum, and Cognac. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Those are my picks for the Ultimate Flex perfume tag. And if you are a content creator and you want to do this video, then please do so. I officially tag you. I think that it is so fun and I would love to see everybody else's answers. So please do this video if you feel like it sounds good to you. Let me know what you think of these fragrances in the comment section. Have you tried them? Do you like them? Do you love them? What are your Ultimate Flex perfumes? I definitely want to hear from you guys, so sound off in the comment section for sure. And if you like this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!